It's main event time, and quite frankly, this one's pretty exceptional. The Red Star Confederation ladies, Dosvetanya, Colonel Ninotchka, and Colonel Tanya, in a 6-woman tag against Brooklyn Von Braun, Patriotic Parsons, and Liberty Belle Danielle.
Tonight's Snarl main event is a 6-woman tag team match set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, all hailing from the former Soviet Union, the team of Dosvetanya, Colonel Ninotchka, and Major Tanya, the Red Star Confederation ladies.
Yes, sir, folks, it is a throwback to the days of Ronald Reagan, communism, and the Cold War. The Red Star Confederation ladies making their move tonight. By the way, that's Major Tanya, not Colonel Tanya, and Wally, she's going to come after you for that one.
No, son. Homie don't want none of that smoke.
Wally, you are a
Their
gem.
opponents from Albany, New York, America's hero, Brooklyn Von Braun. From Huntington Beach, California, Patriotic Parsons. And from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, All-American Liberty Belle, Danielle Lee, Colt. This trio, who have rarely appeared together, looking very much like a sophisticated squad, and hey, the new theme music slaps, as the kids say today.
Yeah, I'm hip.
But seriously, folks, this one's another brainchild of booking agent Myron Schimmelman, and just wowzers Brooklyn Pam, and the Liberty Belle, who already have had minor hostilities with the Red Star gals, signed for the match eagerly, knowing full well it's gonna bring them some attention, especially if they win this 6-woman tag. But it ain't gonna be easy, because 2 of the Red Star girls are actually Glow veterans with heaps of experience and ability. Now, any red-blooded American knows which side to root for in tonight's main event.
Well, gents, looks like we are certainly in for a big-time treat in this main event. All right, well, the sides have been chosen up. It's going to be Colonel Ninotchka and Brooklyn Von Braun starting off this 6-woman tag main event. Oh, my goodness. Here we go. Willie Johnson sounds the bell. The ladies come center ring. They lock it up, collar and elbow. Brooklyn Von Braun winds up the arm on Colonel Ninotchka. Winds it up real good. Takes her down to one knee. How about this right here? Will not release the hold on the arm. Ninotchka counters it. Takes her down to the canvas into an armbar. Again, Colonel Ninotchka, a seasoned veteran, a Glow alum. Brooklyn locks up Ninotchka. Gets her up against the ropes. They are in a clinch, and Willie Johnson's going to have to intercede. Separating the 2 ladies, we get a clean break and everything. How nice. Brooklyn with a snapmare and a kick to the back to Colonel Ninotchka. As she steps out, here comes my baby Liberty Belle Danielle Heathcote. Colonel Ninotchka, delivers an elbow. Whips Danielle to the far right corner. Turns her around. Oh, look at this. Danielle counters with a kick. Colonel Ninotchka counters with a kick. Swings and misses. Danielle with a spinning neckbreaker. Man. Ninotchka with a clothesline takes Danielle down to the canvas. As Ninotchka backs away, and here comes Dosvetanya. Danielle up against the ropes. Oh, delivers a forearm, delivers another one. Gets a hold of Dosvetanya. Slams her. Oh, man, nasty arm snap. Danielle swings and misses with the clothesline. Dosvetanya with a running kick takes Danielle down to the mat. Danielle gets a hold of her. He's going to take her to the far right corner, but Dosvetanya changes her mind the hard way. Couple of hard elbows. Fireman's carry. And Liberty Belle Danielle Heathcote. Ladies triple crowner. Pitching Dosvetanya across the ring by her hair. Ouch. Danielle with a clothesline on Dosvetanya. Lays her out flat. She steps out, and here comes Brooklyn Von Braun again. America's hero moves in. Dragon sleeper. Countered by Dosvetanya. Swings and misses with the kick, and here's a gut-wrench suplex from Brooklyn. Brooklyn Von Braun catches a drop kick from Dosvetanya. Dosvetanya moves in. Brooklyn back up on her feet, and she gets pitched by her hair across the ring. Gonna be a lot of hair pulling in this match, I can tell. A forearm from Dosvetanya. Sets up the neck breaker and lands it. Dosvetanya rounds up Brooklyn Von Braun again. Pitches her to the Russian side of the corner. Oh man. Doing a little bit of smug showing off here too. Running Bulldog. Takes Brooklyn down. There's a stomp to the back from Dosvetanya. Dosvetanya gathers Brooklyn up to a standing position. Gets a hold of the trunk. Snap suplex. Oh man, that one looked like it hurt. Dosvetanya drives a knee right between the shoulder blades of Brooklyn Von Braun. Brooklyn counters with a kick to the midsection, and a running clothesline puts Dosvetanya down into the corner. Brooklyn Von Braun a little bit fired up here, as she is prone to get stepping on the throat of Dosvetanya. Well, there wasn't going to be any politeness in this match. Sorry. Brooklyn covers and hooks a leg one, but just a one. Dosvetanya sits up. That ain't good. Dosvetanya right there. Brooklyn Von Braun counters her to the right. Has her up, but Dosvetanya counters into an inverted DDT center ring. Dosvetanya rounds her up. Brooklyn counters. Whips her out onto the apron. Dosvetanya counters. Brooklyn counters with an enziguri and out to the floor goes Dosvetanya. Brooklyn Von Braun getting a little bit of love from the fans here. Another graduate of the Riley Flash Wrestling Academy in action here. Whoa, sweet little move right there. A nice sweep from Brooklyn. Brooklyn Von Braun catches a right from Dosvetanya. Look at this. Brooklyn Von Braun winds her up into an arm. Oh man, elbow right to the shoulder. An arm drag from Dosvetanya. Dosvetanya goes face first into the apron. Not once, but twice. A swing and a miss from Brooklyn. A chop across the chest. They lock up. They tussle. Dosvetanya shoves Brooklyn away. Gets her down to the... Oh, man. Brooklyn quickly back up on her feet. Catches another kick from Dosvetanya. Brooklyn pitched towards the timekeeper's area. Up against the barricades. A series of thundering hard right hands from Dosvetanya to Brooklyn Von Braun. Brooklyn pitches her towards the far right corner. Makes her way back inside. And here comes for the first time Patriotic Pam Parsons, 3P, who's got a beef to settle with Colonel Ninotchka after her recent match. Dosvetanya puts the boot to the throat of Pam Parsons. Parsons collapses center ring. Dosvetanya gathers her up. Misses with the drop kick. Pam Parsons counters with a drop kick. Dosvetanya trying to find her way to the corner. Is she going to make it in time? Yes, she does. And here comes Major Tanya for the first time with a clothesline to Pam Parsons. Pam gathered up. Major Tanya whips her to the far right corner. Pam Parsons set up into the tree of woe here. That ain't necessarily good. Hey, look at that. She found her way out quick enough. Counter whips Major Tanya to the other corner. Pam Parsons shoves her right back in there. But Colonel Tanya counters with a kick and a clothesline, taking Pam down to the mat. Pam rolls back up, delivers an elbow to the face, and here comes Danielle Heathcote. Liberty Bell Danielle moves in. Tanya from behind with a German suplex. Major Tanya rounds her up. Danielle takes with the counter and a clothesline. Takes her down to the mat again. Colonel Tanya rounded up, but quick counter and a shot to the back of the head of Liberty Bell Danielle. Danielle with a snapmare and a kick to the back of Major Tanya. Danielle whips her into her team's corner. Colonel Tanya counters and escapes the corner, but a blind tag from Brooklyn Von Braun says things just got changed up. Danielle with a clothesline takes her down to Brooklyn Von Braun, who changes her mind about it and turns it over to Pam Parsons. Well, they are definitely playing the game well. Kick to the midsection and a clubbing right from Major Tanya, who decided it's time to beat it out of town. And here comes Colonel Ninotchka, and here we go. These two just met recently with Ninotchka garnering a win. She's laying her right hands on the head of Pam Parsons. Parsons rolls back up to a standing position. Gets a hold of Ninotchka, delivers a kick to the midsection. A standing drop kick takes Colonel Ninotchka down to the mat. Pam Parsons catches a jawjacker from Colonel Ninotchka. And oh man, she got took down hard. Ninotchka rounds up Pam Parsons. 3P whipped to the wrong side of town. And here comes Major Tanya. And a little double team punch by Pam Parsons. And oh man, nasty spine buster from Major Tanya. Here's a cover 1, 2. But only a 2. Pam Parsons finding her way out of the pin. Not too unreasonably. Major Tanya catches a clothesline from 3P. Taken down to the canvas. Pam Parsons follows that up with a stomp. And a handstand elbow to the back. And some more shots that are definitely going to disrupt her lower vertebrae. Nicely done by Patriotic Pam Parsons. Parsons rolls Tanya over center ring, covers, hooks the leg. 1, 2. Oh no. Major Tanya sits right back up. Sneaks up behind on Pam. Gets a hold of her. Here's a headlock punch. Major Tanya into a sleeper hold. This could be bad news right here. Brooklyn von Braun, seen enough. Trying to come to the rescue here. But Pam Parsons with a jawjacker to her rear. For Major Tanya, they lock up, they tussle. Tanya shoves her away. A gouge of the eyes. Tanya goes behind. Pam Parsons counters, goes behind. And a drop kick to the back. Takes Major Tanya down. There's a rolling elbow from Pam. Patriotic Pam Parsons. Showing off the way she does. America's sweetheart. There's a kick. And look at this. A flatliner. Here's a cover and a hook of the leg. 1, 2. Danielle breaking up the pin just in time. Major Tanya in control of Pam Parsons. A hard right to the side of the head. Tanya rounds her up. Gets a hold of Pam. Escorts her to her team's corner. And if Willie Johnson don't want to participate, he better move. A hard left to Pam from Major Tanya, followed up with a clubbing right to the back. Pam counters with a hard shot and a spinning neckbreaker. Takes Major Tanya down. Tanya and Colonel Ninotchka ganging up on Pam Parsons. Pam catches a fireman's carry from the Colonel. Major Tanya rounds her up. Pam shoves Tanya away. Man, the fans really do dig Pam Parsons, don't they, huh? Oh, man. Major Tanya catches a clothesline from Pam Parsons. Tanya's got her by the throat, but a couple of elbows backs her off again. Here's an arm drag from Tanya. Pam Parsons counters with a hard left. These two just trading shots on the outside while Willie Johnson continues to count. There's a kick from Pam Parsons and a fireman's carry from Major Tanya. Tanya rounds up Pam. Finally gets her back inside the ring. The only place you can win this one. Major Tanya backs out. Here comes Colonel Ninotchka again, looking to get her some more of Patriotic Pam Parsons. There's a stomp to the leg. Ninotchka rounds up Pam. Pam, quick with the counter whip into the far right corner. Colonel Ninotchka drawn out from center. Oh, look at this. Pam Parsons with a beautiful, beautiful move right there. Took Ninotchka for a ride. Ninotchka counters with an eye gouge, a kick to the gut. And she is setting up for the power bomb. Look at the power of Colonel Ninotchka walking Pam Parsons towards the, oh man, where's she going to go with her? Drops her head first into the turnbuckle. Pam quickly counters, delivers a kick to the gut. Has her up, look at this here. A torture rack off a Canadian backbreaker, a possible submission move here. As Pam Parsons, Ninotchka escapes that one. Gets a hold of Pam. Gouges the eyes again. An arm drag from Pam Parsons. Parsons rounds up Ninotchka. Has her up over the shoulders, drops her down. Oh man, a bow and arrow stretch. Oh man, Pam Parsons looks like she might have taken a few too many lumps. She just has to step out, and here comes Liberty Bell Danielle Heathcote. The ladies triple counter. Moves in on Colonel Ninotchka. Ninotchka rolls back to a standing position and a spine buster for Danielle. Colonel Ninotchka dragging Danielle Heathcote towards center. Goes for a cover. 1, 2, but only just a 2. Danielle kicking out of that one. Colonel Ninotchka seems to be taking her sweet time about this. Danielle's laid out Ninotchka all the way up topside. She calls for it, and boom, there's an elbow right across the chest of Liberty Bell Danielle. Colonel Ninotchka gonna try for it again. Brooklyn Von Braun trying to discourage her, but it is no use. Oh man, not one but 2 elbows for Liberty Bell Danielle. I'm not sure how much trouble Danielle's. I don't believe it. She's gonna go for it again. Come on, man. Brooklyn Von Braun again trying to make the save, but all in vain. There's a double boot stomp. Danielle Heathcote could be in some serious trouble here. Colonel Ninotchka rounds her up, swings and misses. Danielle gets a hold of her, whips her to the corner. Liberty Bell Danielle countered by Ninotchka. Danielle in the corner. Headlock punch from Colonel Ninotchka. Danielle and Ninotchka lock up, tussle. Ninotchka shoves her back. Danielle counters the kick, and there's a clothesline. Lays out Colonel Ninotchka center ring. Danielle rounds her back up. Ninotchka counters the whip. Danielle on the apron on the wrong side of town too, and there's a shoulder tackle that puts Danielle out on the floor. Now the arrogance of the Red Star ladies in full evidence right here. Ninotchka rounds up Danielle. Danielle counters with a hard shot. Pitches Ninotchka into the apron. Here's a pretty nice arm drag from Danielle. Danielle misses the charge. Ninotchka catches a kick to the midsection from Danielle. Ninotchka counters Danielle. Danielle pitches Ninotchka towards the opposing corner. Makes her way back inside the ring. Willie Johnson continuing to count Colonel Ninotchka, who is laid out. The count starts again as Danielle makes her way to the outside. Rounds up Colonel Ninotchka. Countered by Ninotchka. Countered. Danielle counters Ninotchka. Ninotchka counters Danielle, gets her back inside the ring. Yeah, this one's been real crazy. And we're running out of time, too. Here comes Brooklyn Von Braun, who moves in running, spear, and down went Colonel Ninotchka. Okay. Brooklyn rounds her up. Ninotchka counters with a kick. Gets a hold of Brooklyn. Whips her to the Red Star ladies' corner. Brooklyn counters. Gets a hold of Ninotchka. Suplex to the Colonel. Brooklyn Von Braun quickly sets her up. Oh, man. Nice little package suplex right there. Brooklyn drags her center, covers and hooks the leg. 1, 2. But no, Colonel Ninotchka powering out again. Brooklyn Von Braun can't believe it. Ninotchka nose to nose with her. Brooklyn slams her down hard with one arm. America's hero, Brooklyn Von Braun, rounds up the Colonel. Gets a hold of her. Has her up over the shoulders. Oh, this ain't going to be good for the Colonel. Oh, man, what a falling neck breaker. Brooklyn Von Braun covers and hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. Oh, well, now this is a satisfactory ending. Team USA picks up the win over the Red Star ladies.
Time, 16 minutes and 45 seconds. Your winners by pinfall, Brooklyn Von Braun and Parsons, and Liberty Bell Danielle.
Whoa, wow, you guys, that was, oh man, talk about a main event, the top main event. This was spectacular. Team USA, Sam Parsons, Brooklyn Von Braun, and Liberty Bell Danielle picking up the win over the Red Star Confederation ladies in pretty spectacular fashion.
And that's it for tonight's Snarl. Thanks for being with us, and please join us for Rage Monday, August 25th. For the whole gang, this is Wally Cardell saying thanks, good night, and be safe. See you next Saturday night.
Let's hear a little more of that music before we go.